What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Tactic Tester with Bayer Leverkusen. Today we have the biggest match of the series, the Europa League Final against AC Milan. We played against Dortmund in the last episode, in the last game of the Bundesliga, and I predicted we'd get absolutely mollywomped, and we absolutely did. 4-1, Holland with a hat trick, and Royce with a goal. They were 3-0 up at halftime. We actually scored the first goal, and then they got mad and just destroyed us. We did have a completely rotated squad. I'm going to show you the squad I had out there for the final game of the Bundesliga. It was this team. Most of them aren't even registered for the Europa League. But I had guys like Damari Gray, who's never seen the pitch all season. Paulinho, who's barely seen the pitch all season. Sargent is just an awful player. Frimpong's barely seen the pitch. St. Graven's barely seen the pitch. Fosu Mensah's barely seen the pitch. Dragovic has barely seen the pitch. Grill, I think that's like his first start. So Bender's the only starter that played, and I didn't have three backup center backs, so one of them had to play, and he's got the best stamina, 17 stamina, and 17 natural fitness. So I figured he'd be all right. There's only a 4-day break between the last game against Dortmund and the Europa League Final, so I wanted to rest the entire team. I didn't even really want to play many of my backups because I didn't want to risk the backups getting injured because I had so many people unregistered because there's like one player that's homegrown at club, and I'm pretty sure that's Tin Yedvai. Everyone else is only homegrown in nation. No one else is homegrown in club, so I had a lot of trouble with the registration. So a lot of players couldn't be registered, but that's the squad I had to go with. So it's obviously going to be much different to the squad I'm going to put out today. Give me a sec. I'm going to put together my lineup, and I'll show you what I think is our best squad that's going to take on AC Milan in the Europa League Final. This is what I think is our best squad. Livakovic in goal. He's been absolutely fantastic. One of the best players at the club. Just his shot-stopping ability. 18 reflexes, 18 one-on-ones. The rest of his attributes aren't amazing. They're all like 14s, 15s, which is pretty good, but they're not like ridiculous. But it's just that shot-stopping that makes him such a good player. He's not labeled as anything special goalkeeper, but I think in his report, he's a leading player for most Bundesliga sides. Definitely my go-to if I need a goalkeeper. Back line of Binder, Tah, and Tapsoba. I considered bringing in Yedvai, but he's not that performed very well recently. And no one else has performed better. Everyone else has performed better on the season. So I'm going with the proven back three that have done well all season. Vindel is getting a start at right wing back. He played well. Not in the last match, because he didn't play in the last match, but the match before when we we confirmed our second place finish. He actually played well that game. He played a 7.2, and then the game before he played a 7, so maybe now he's a little bit more knowledgeable about this position. He kind of knows the right wing-back position a little bit now. He's not like no gray stars, so maybe he'll be better there. I hadn't really given him much of a chance because he was angered me so, but he gets a chance in the final. Arias on the left. He's been our starting left wing back for the entire season. He's been okay. He, again, had a pretty good game in the last game that he played, 7.5. Baumgartlinger gets a start. I want to be a little bit more defensive in our defensive midfield spot. So Aaron Geist, who's back from his broken arm or fractured arm or whatever it was, is our backup, and he's fit to play. So he's going to be the backup in case we go down and I need a goal. Then I might bring him in, but I'm going to go with the defensive midfielder right now. Front three of Amiri, Demirbay, and Diaby. I think it's just the best front three we have. Diaby is he played really well in that last match that he played in. Even the last couple of matches he's played in, he's played pretty well. 7.2, a 7, and then a 7.3. So compare that to Bayi, who's averaging a 6.42 with a 6.4, 6.7 as his best rating, 6.2, 6.6, 6.2. Yeah, you're not seeing the pitch unless Diaby's having an absolute shocker. Demirbay starts every single match, the best player on the team. Amiri, obviously we lost, if I can scroll down, we lost Bellarabi, so he's really the only option we have there. Our backup is Paulinho, but he's awful, so hopefully he won't see the pitch. And then up top, Patrick Schick, probably the second or third best player, maybe fourth. I don't know, it's Demirbay, unquestionably best player on the team. Then it's kind of a question between Schick, Tah, and Livakovic, who the second best player is. It's one of those three. I think Schick, just because he's been such a good goal scorer this season. But Tah's not far behind. He's had a good season. Livakovic is not far behind. He's had a great season. But our great players are a little few and far between. Other than that, it's just a bunch of mediocrity or just awfulness. So, but I still think we have a chance, even with a pretty poor roster. Also, I want to say Hradeki's on the bench, even though he's not recommended to be selected. But Leonard Grill is unregistered, and if Livakovic gets hurt, I'd rather a hurt goalkeeper goes in than a position player. So he's on the bench no matter what. He's going to be on the bench. But this is what the squad I believe in. This is a team. This is a tactic that I think can get it done. The tactic has looked so good this season. I think it can get the job done, and I think we can win the Europa League final. Milan is no better than Arsenal or Chelsea. I think we have a chance. Let's see if we can do it. See if this tactic can be just goated as one of the better tactics in this game. I'm surprised because it started off so poor, but it's got a chance. I'm going to pump my fist and say this is a great opportunity to show all the pundits that they've been right to back you up. I have faith. I have all of the faith. I think AC Milan are a better quality team than we are. I think they have more talent than we do. But I think this tactic is just really freaking good. Well, Ryan, the big game is finally upon us. Can you win the Europa League here today? I hope so. We've prepared well, and the lads look ready to go out and give a suitable performance. How important will Dominik Livakovic be to Bayer Leverkusen today? Of course, he's very important. He's an outstanding player. This is our squad. We lost the last match, but I don't care about that. We didn't have these players out there. We had just garbage cans. So this is a competent squad. They are in ridiculous form. That's not good. That is very not good. They've been in incredulous form. It's time to mark the midfielders. Who do they have in the midfield? So, Benacer, left winger. Kessie, right winger. Benacer, definitely he's a playmaker, so you definitely want to close him down. Benacer. And Kessie. Kessie's a kind of a full energy player, so I'm not too worried about closing him down, but I think it's the best thing to do. I think it's the best idea to stop them from attacking down the middle. To start the season, we were just getting absolutely shredded down the middle. And since we moved the wingers to mark the central midfielders, it all stopped. It's been huge. I wonder, I know we ended up winning or finishing second in the league, but I think we would have been so much more comfortable, and I think we would have had a chance for the title if we started well. If we started with the tactic as it is right now, I think we would have had a chance to win the title. I think we would have definitely been more comfortable in second place because it's been such a big get for us. As Benacer has a corner, but he's going to get headed away by Tapsoba. He's another useful player to have just because he's like 6'4" too. That's just far too easy. They just run down the right-hand side, put a ball across, and there's just no one marking Leao. And it's 1-0 to AC Milan. That is not how I wanted to start this game. Kessie just destroys his man down the wing, puts the ball across, Sailmaker's heads it on, and Leao is unmarked at the back post and has the easiest shot of his life. He is literally a foot out with no goalkeeper between him and the back of the net. That is the easiest goal you will ever see. And finally have another highlight in the 32nd minute. And it looks like it's going to be with AC Milan in our box. But they headed over. I think Leao won it. It's going to be a goal kick. And we're going to get an immediate highlight right afterwards. Hopefully it's us building an attack and not giving the ball away stupidly and getting countered on. Diaby's going to have the ball down this left-hand side. He's not been very good so far. He's already on a 6.5. Kessie with the ball. It looks like it's going to be an AC Milan attack. Because of course it is. Our team is garbage. Calabria with the ball. Looking for a ball in. Taps over with a good tackle, but he's going to keep the ball. Calabria, that is. Back to Benacer. Back to Calabria. Again, he's trying to beat Tapsoba, but Tapsoba doing a good job to shield him off. Now it's Demirbay stepping in, and that looked clean. That did not look like a penalty. It looked like he won the ball. That should not be a penalty. I know I'm biased, but that should not be a penalty. No way, no how. Looked like he cleanly won the ball. It looked like it was in the box, but it looked like it was a good tackle. Let's see what they say. Sometimes this gets overturned. And it is not a penalty. It says it's outside the box. I thought it was in the box, but I also thought it wasn't a foul. So it's given as a foul, but outside the box, so it's only a free kick, and no one is marking Ibrahimovic. And luckily, you get the shot blocked, and Tabsoba puts away the cross. And Schick's not able to get on the end of it. It's been all AC Milan in this game so far. They have absolutely destroyed us. I'm going to demand more from this team. They've been absolutely horrific so far. I'm considering, I don't really want to go off of attacking, but I might go more direct. Might play more on the counterattack because they have just dominated us. We've not done anything in this game. I don't think we've touched their box in this game. Like, this is Schick's first time in the box, and it's to clean up a ball that we misplaced and take an awful shot. I'm going more direct. I've made the unilateral decision that this isn't working. Slightly more direct, slightly higher tempo. We're not going to be able to hold on to the ball against the AC Milan team. Apparently, we do have the possession lead, but apparently they're just so good, so much better than us. They have 2 XG. We have no XG. 0.18. Oh, I'm going to be mad at this team. They're going to let me go to the dressing room. And it skipped the team talk because I hit it twice. Usually gives you a little thing that comes up saying, do you want to give them the silent treatment? I didn't get a chance to absolutely berate my team at halftime. So I'm going to berate my team now. That is so annoying. The game lags, causes me to completely miss my team talk, and that's probably game over. If they're not motivated, they're not going to get back into this game, and they're not motivated. Calabria with the ball. Another AC Milan attack. It's been wave after wave of AC Milan attacks. That is a terrible tackle attempt by Diaby. But Arias makes a good tackle. Finds the ball up to Schick. Schick's got a lot to do. 3-on-1. And he's going to hit the side netting. No, he's going to find the back of the net. I figured it's going to be another of those where he gets next to the goal and just fires it into the side netting. But no. Somehow, Schick finds a ball past the goalkeeper. He had everything to do. He beat 3 players to find this goal. What an individual play by Patrick Schick. Just right at the near post. Keeper couldn't guard the whole thing. He found the smallest of gaps to put the ball through. And we are drawn level with AC Milan. Not deserved at all. I completely understand that we are completely FMing them. I'm not going to go attack. I'm going to go to balanced. This is an FMing that I've seen very rarely. Usually we get FM this hard. I almost never FM in a team like this. Amiri has been pretty poor, and he's on a 6.5, but Diaby's coming off. He's played terribly. Leon Bailly. Again, Amiri, I don't have a better player. Paulinho is a tragic footballer. I have no one that can play there. Demirbay's not having a good game. Vindel's not having a good game. I might bring on Mitchell Weiser over Vindel. Yeah, I'm going to do that. He's got a chance to have a good performance. He's been okay every now and then. See if these changes do anything. Baumgartlinger's had a good game, so I don't really want to take him off. I'm going to encourage the team. They've taken that really well. Got 8 minutes to find a winner. I'm not going to change anything. It's been a lot more. I mean, they haven't had any highlights since I made, really very many highlights since I made that change. And it looks like it's going to go to extra time. I am just begging for a penalty shootout because that's so much better than what we can do in normal time or extra time. Like, I don't think we're going to win this in extra time. I think it's going to take a penalty shootout for us to stand a single chance of winning this game. On the pitch, we are not beating them. Do I say I'm pleased? This is one of the hardest team talks I've ever had to do. Like, this is the right thing to say, but it never gets a reaction. And we don't deserve to win the match. But I'm not unhappy because we should be losing, but we're not. But I'm kind of unhappy because we've played like garbage. I'm just going to say this. That's motivated them. Great. Usually that doesn't get much of a reaction, but immediately tell Amiri that there's a lot more to come from him. Oh, good. I'm going to tell the other players that are just slightly motivated, Dimmerbay and Tal, that there's a lot more to come from them. See if I can get them even more, but no. Oh, finally a good team talk I've been able to do. Were those subs bad ones? I don't think Diaby or Vindel are necessarily good penalty takers. So Aaron Geese is going to have to come in before this game's over, before we get to penalty shootout, because he's a very good penalty taker. Mariano might be decent too, so I might move to 2 up top. But I'll only do that in like literally the last minute. I want to keep a defensive player and Baumgartlinger on the pitch. I might look to see if Paulinho is a better penalty taker than Amiri. Amiri 12s. I highly doubt Paulinho is better than that. 11. So Amiri's going to stay on the pitch. Schick's, I think, a decent penalty taker. 12. What is Mariano? 14. So he's definitely going to come in. 11. Already looked at him. Aaron Geese is good. 16. So he's definitely coming on the pitch. 8. 8 might be better than some of our other center backs, though. 9. What is Top? Probably not good. 8. So I'll keep them out there. The only sub I'll need to make is Aaron Geese and somehow getting Mariano on this pitch. Can Schick play on the wings anywhere? He kind of can on the right wing. So I might move him over for Amiri, even though Amiri's a decent penalty taker at 12. What's Bayi? 12. What are our wing backs? 9 and 8. I think what I'm going to do, it's going to be a little controversial, but I'm going to wait till the very end of the game to do it. I'm going to move Bayi to left wing back because he can kind of play there. And I'm going to move Schick to left wing and bring on Mariano and bring on Aaron Geese for Baumgartlinger. And then hopefully we win a penalty shootout. That's going to be the change I make, but not until the very end of the game. As the game's ending, because I think this is the best team to get us a victory in extra time. Hopefully we don't lose it in extra time. I want to get to penalties because I think this is a good penalty-taking team, and I think we have a chance to win this on penalties. If we can't win it now, Demirbay from the edge of the box, and he's offside. I thought it was too good to be true, and it was. Demirbay's shot gets deflected. It falls to Schick, but Schick is offsides, so it gets ruled out. Either that or it's a foul. It is an offside. And we do not score the goal to win the game just yet. Demirbay, I thought he was in such a good place. Shot gets blocked by my own player. My own player blocked the shot. Oh, of course it was. I don't know if it was going in otherwise, but it had a chance. He was in a good spot, and he's a good long shot guy. Baumgartlinger into Demirbay again. Into Arias. In Santiago, Arias scores the goal to give us the lead in the Europa League Final. What a huge goal. I'm shutting up shop. Inverted wingback on defend. Inverted wingback on defend. Winger on support. Winger on support. Box-to-box midfielder. Waste time. Don't look for the overlaps. Regroup, hold shape. Slow the pace down. A little bit less pressing, a little bit less. Don't prevent short goalkeeper distribution. If we were not having a higher line of engagement, I still would prevent short goalkeeper distribution. But since we have a high line, we're still going to press them no matter what. So I'm okay with them pressing it short and trying to build from the back. It just wastes more time. Let's go. Let's see if we can win this in extra time. Arias with the goal of the series. I never would have expected he would be the one that, when we needed a man, would step up in a Europa League final to possibly win it for us. Demirbay, of course, with the assist. He is the assist master in this team. Oh, fully undeserved. Completely against the run of play. But I don't care. We are in the lead in a Europa League final. We have a chance to win this. Amiri is absolutely exhausted. If we can get through this highlight without a goal, I'm going to take him off. Çalhanoğlu with the corner. Romagnoli hits the crossbar. Let's take Amiri off. Paulinho's not that much worse of a penalty taker, so he's going to come on. Got to keep Baumgartlinger in. Got to keep Arias in. Got to keep Demirbay in. Demirbay, I'm pretty sure, is a pretty good penalty taker. I think we looked at it. It's pretty good. Got to keep those guys in. Got to see if we can see this game out. I think I've done everything I can. I'm going to go defensive now. They've gone route one. Let's tell the team to focus. Let's make a time-wasting sub. Demirbay's been absolutely exhausted. I'm going to play another defensive midfielder, and I guess I'll bring on Timothy Fosu-Mensah. He's a little bit more... Actually, Aaron Geese might have better defensive attributes than Timothy Fosu-Mensah. I think he does. Fosu-Mensah is just an awful player. So Aaron Geese is going to come in as a deep line playmaker on defend. 2 defensive midfielders. Actually, maybe I should have brought on Fosu-Mensah as a right wing back and gone to like wing backs and just gone full defensive. I'm going to keep this on because this is still a decent team in case they do score. Let's make these changes. Bender with a long throw. Not a long throw, a normal throw, a short throw. Aaron Geese with the ball. Let's just waste time. Just pass it between each other. Go to the corner. I wish they actually went to the corner flags in this game. That'd be really realistic, but just play it between each other. Don't risk anything. That's not a penalty. I think that's a free kick, but it's just an opportunity for us to waste a little bit more time, and I think we've done it. I think we have won a Europa League Final with Bayer Leverkusen in the first season with what I think is a very mediocre squad. If this is a penalty, it's definitely over. It's not a penalty. I didn't think it was. Free kick, but we should be able to waste time. We're already a minute over. So surely they can't have a kick of the ball. Surely this free kick will be the last action of the game. Dallo with a yellow card. I don't care about that. I just want the whistle. Ref. And he's blown the whistle. We have won the Europa League. Bayer Leverkusen have finished second in the Bundesliga in the first season and won the Europa League. All thanks to my, 5-1, 3-1, however you want to call it. I don't know how you would say it. Something like that. 5-1, 1-2-1. I don't know. All thanks to this tactic. We have done this. I think if we played some normal 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, I don't think we do this well. I think this is better than your average tactic. If I had to give it a score, it'd have to be like 9 out of 10. Since we made the changes, it is definitely a 9 out of 10 tactic. I want to show you the schedule since we made those changes. It's just night and day. What a comeback that was. A superb effort. I'm proud, and so should all of you be. Wow. Congratulations, Ryan. How pleased are you to win the Europa League? This is for the fans. To be able to win trophies and give them moments like this is what it's all about. That was a sensational turnaround and a fantastic victory. You must be delighted. It only goes to show the level of spirit in that dressing room. They refuse to be beaten. Also, I think that change to being a little bit more direct made a big difference. And we've done it. Received $10 million for winning the Europa League final. We win the Europa League. I believe that is that their first or second Europa League they've ever won as a club? Competitions. That is their second ever Europa League victory. They won in 1988, and they win in 2021. Wow. What a season. What a season. Let's look at the schedule. So, what I changed it about, if we go up, it wasn't the worst start to, but there's so many draws in there. I think I changed it like after this Schalke match. Yeah, because it was right before Wolfsburger. I changed it after the Schalke match. And since then, this is the run we've been on. Just amazing. That run right there is what this changed to. 2 losses in the Bundesliga, 1 draw in the Bundesliga, 2 draws in the Bundesliga, a loss in the DFB Pokal, and a loss, 3 losses in the Bundesliga. 3 losses, because we lost to Dortmund too, but that game doesn't matter. That one doesn't really count. We probably would have lost with our strongest squad, but it was the full backup team, so 3 losses in the Bundesliga, 1 draw in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months? And we've won the Europa League final. That's a 9 out of 10 tactic. I don't think it's quite 10 out of 10. We didn't win the Bundesliga. If we would have won the Bundesliga, that would have been 10 out of 10. Maybe we would have done it if we started with this tactic from the beginning, but I still think we're not getting that many points back. Maybe we win 2 more of these matches, turn one or 2 of these draws into wins. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. And Bayern Munich won by how many points? 13. I don't think there was enough points there to be won to overtake Bayern Munich. They're just too good. But if we look at the Bundesliga, Schick does not get Golden Boot because Haaland gets a hat trick on the final day of the Bundesliga and he gets himself the Golden Boot. Schick is second, though. I'll take that. Demirbay, 16 assists, the best average rating in the league. Demirbay, second for player of the matches. Schick, third. Livakovic, third for clean sheets. Arias, the first for yellow cards. So we're getting everything out here. Let's advance to the season roundup. Receive a bunch of money for winning that. Let's go to the season review. Should be coming any moment now. There we go. Season review. The new arrivals, Dominik Livakovic, the only one we brought in, and he played a 7.17. I think that's a huge upgraded goalkeeper over what we had. Played 47 appearances, and he was really good. Schick was a good signing by the team. He played well. Grill barely played. He had one appearance. In terms of other guys, Arias came in on loan. He was decent. Mariano came in. That's another one of my signings, I guess, and he didn't really do much. 1 goal in 12 appearances, but only 2 starts. So he never really was given a chance. Nobody else got many appearances, really. Damari Gray was terrible. Josh Sargent was terrible. Frimpong barely played. Fosu Mensah barely played, but he just looks terrible. A+ for the signing of Dominik Livakovic. In terms of sales, Alario went out, and he actually played really well for Zenit. He was terrible for us. 8 appearances, 0 goals. But 9 appearances and 9 goals and 12 appearances in the Russian First League. I guess he's just not a top 5 league caliber player, but he's doing all right for Russia. So I think that's fine. I think Mariano is still better. So I'm fine with that sale. Other players that the team sold, Volland had a decent season at Monaco. Havertz had a pretty good season at Chelsea. So those are our loan outs and all that. In terms of the Europa League or Bundesliga, they want us to qualify for the Champions League, and we won up them and finished second. Schick is our top goal scorer. I'm very happy with second. That was my entire goal. I didn't care about the Europa League, really. I wanted to finish second. I think that was the proof I needed that this was a good tactic. And not only did we did that, we were only supposed to reach the second round of the Europa League, but we won the whole dang thing. Schick is the top goal scorer again with 6 goals. Beat some good teams on the way. Chelsea, Arsenal, AC Milan. Obviously, Leicester City in the group stage. That's a lot of decent teams we had to play. And we beat them all. Well, we drew some in there as well, but eventually we beat them all. What a season. DFB Pokal, not the best finish. We made it to the quarterfinals. They wanted us to get to the semifinals. So a little bit less than they wanted. Just a poor performance against Hoffenheim, who weren't very good this season. But our biggest win is a 4-0. That's not very good. Obviously, in terms of scoring a lot of goals, this doesn't score, you won't see many 6 or 7 goal performances that you get with some tactics, but it's just strong defensively, and you score as many goals as you need to score. You'll score enough, but I think we would have scored with better players too. I think that was one of the things holding us back is our wingers were just so bad. Everything was on Schick. Schick was just the only goal scorer for the team. So when everything's on one man, it's kind of hard, but our biggest win was a 4-0 over Hoffenheim. Our match to remember was a 4-0 over Wolfsburg in December. Goal of the season was a Diaby goal where he dribbled from his own half. Let's take a look at it against Darmstadt in February. Let's take a look at the goal of the season. It's the 70th minute goal by Diaby. If it'll show it. Is it going to show it? There we go. Diaby wins the ball in his own half, takes a run at the single player up front, and just runs right past him. And a nice finish in the bottom right corner. That's a pretty good goal. Not an exceptional goal, but that's a good goal. In terms of the finances, all this is NA compared to everything else. We made a lot of money by finishing second in the Bundesliga, over 100 million. That really helped our bank balance because we were negative. Our biggest shirts sold, Bayer, Mariano actually, Schick, Aaron Geese, and Demirbay. Those all make sense. Mariano's a little surprising, but all the other ones make sense. How we lined up, Schick, Demirbay, Diaby. I would probably agree with that. Bellarabi, I guess, because no one else is any good. Demirbay was player of the series, though. He was fantastic. He's one of my favorite players in this game now. I loved using Demirbay. Arias, Baumgartlinger, Binder, Ta, Tapsoba, Binder, Livakovic. I think that's our best team. Player of the season, Karim Demirbay. Absolutely. Young player of the season, somehow Leon Bailly. I guess we had no young players that did anything. I guess Livakovic doesn't count as a young player anymore. He does win signing of the season, though. Diaby goal of the season, Schick top goal scorer, Demirbay top assister, Demirbay most man of the matches, Demirbay best rating, most passes per 90 is Aaron Geese. Most overall goals by a player in a season, Patrick Schick, 36 goals. Most league goals, 28. Most goals by a player in a single match, he got a hat trick. Most assists, 25. Most clean sheets, 29. Most player of the matches, 10. And worst discipline, 16 yellows and 1 red. Bayer Leverkusen looked a class above in the core months, right at the heart of the season. What a season that was. What a season that was. I'm so happy with that. We look at some of the stats. Obviously, we looked at this already. Let's look at some of the team detailed. Not the most possession you'll ever have, but we held the ball okay. We kind of tried for it a little bit too. I'm surprised our possession is that low. Bayern Munich at 59% is just absurd. We did have the most yellow cards. This is a get stuck in tactic, which pretty much all of my tactics are going to be that. We had the third most goals with 61. This isn't a crazy goal scoring tactic. Like Bayern Munich scored 82. You're probably not going to score. I mean, if you have Bayern Munich's quality, you maybe score more than 82 goals. But I feel like 61 is pretty good for the players we have. Expected goals, 5th with 50. So players did all right. Almost a little bit, they did more than expected. I think most of that's Schick. Goals from corners, we had 11. That is Demirbay. From direct free kicks, we had none. Demirbay didn't score a single direct free kick all series. Dang, I didn't even realize that. Bayern Munich scored 7 direct free kicks. That seems like a lot. We did have the most goals from indirect free kicks, though. So Demirbay might not have been scoring them, but he was getting a lot of assists from them. We conceded the second least. Bayern Munich 23. We conceded 27. I think a lot of those conceded were early in the season, too. We didn't concede nearly as many goals late in the season as we did early in the season. So it's been a great season. We achieved more than I wanted to. I think this tactic, we tested the tactic. That's the whole point of this series, is to test the tactic, see if it's any good. Let's look at the tactic one last time. I think it's good. It's a very good tactic. If you want to, copy it, here it is. Look at the positions. Obviously, deep line playmaker or defensive midfielder on a fin, depending on who you're going against. Otherwise, this all stays the same. Center backs can be whatever you want. Goalkeeper can be whatever you want. But everything else I would play like this. These are attacking mentality. These are the in possession, tactics. Work the ball in the box, low crosses. I guess that also depends on who you got. Look for the overlaps, play out of defense, play for set pieces, be more disciplined, slightly shorter, slightly lower tempo, normal width, fairly wide. Counter press, counter, distribute to fullbacks. Force opposition outside, standard defensive line, much higher line of engagement, use tighter marking, extremely urgent, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. That's the tactic. It has been tested, and it passes. Thank you all for watching. This has been a great series. It's going to continue with different teams and different tactics. This isn't the last time you'll see the Tactic Tester. Another video of the Tactic Tester will be coming soon. I've already got some tactics I'm looking at and probably will be testing, so we'll see if they're anywhere as successful as this one has been. But that's the end of the episode. If you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.